Libra, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will take a look into the events coming up for you in the next 12 months. Let's start from your main energy. Okay, your first message today is work through your fears. There is a situation here that feels somewhat blocked. Initially, it might have been blocked by external circumstances, but right now, even if it might come as a surprise, it's actually blocked by fear. Fear of trying again, perhaps. And this could be you, or it could be someone else around you, fearful of being transparent and vulnerable right now. We'll see what this is going to be. But overall, there is something that we need to really dig into, just like a deep tissue massage. It might not be very comfortable in the moment, but it will allow you to move freely towards your desired outcome in the end. So let's see what this message is about, and let's start with your reading. Wow. My God. This is crazy. Hold on. Okay. You have got 2, 5, 6 major arcana out of 7 cards. This is crazy. I don't think it's ever happened before. And it's really telling us about the fact that these energies around you, Libra, right now are major. And what's happening in this moment and in the next few days, even few weeks, is going to determine what's going to happen in your next cycle, which will last 1 year or 10 years as well. We'll see how long this energy will impact your future. But overall, what we see right away with the High Priestess and the Chariot is that you're trying to get away from something here, Libra. There is something coming toward you, and a part of you is wanting for this to happen, even waiting for this to happen. Whereas instead, another part of you is already outside of the door, in the car, with your foot on the gas, just ready to leave. I see with the Chariot that something or someone is traveling towards you. Whether you know it or not, whether you can see it or not, I feel that with the High Priestess, deep inside, you know that something is changing and that something is coming towards you. Something that perhaps you're going to hear about very soon. Some new information or a message coming in, some sort of validation, confirmation. Overall, an element that is going to trigger endorphins, but that yet is going to make you feel stuck, not knowing what to do next. Why? Why is that? We'll have to see. But usually this energy really propels you forward, but it feels like for some reason you have your feet cemented into the ground, and you might not let this wind change your position at all, at least for now. Again, you're still trying to get away from something, but don't get me wrong. You're not running away from this. You're running away from something else, and we'll have to see what that is when we clarify. But overall, there is abundance coming towards you. The Chariot represents victory, but I also pick up on some sort of disbelief that might delay the overall progression of the situation. Your current mindset is to not look at it when it's going to be around you. Your eyes are closed here. And it's interesting because I perceive this energy as being like a mirror placed in front of you, a trigger for something that is inside of you, and that maybe it's the exact element that you're trying to run away from and to control right now. And here in the middle of the reading, we have really beautiful cards: the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the very heart of the reading, and the Star right here. And with this exact card, I think that we're starting to see the picture becoming more clear. Whatever is coming your way is actually something that you desired very, very much. You might have daydreamed about this. You might have worked hard to achieve it and even sacrificed a lot of yourself in order to make it work. But at some point, I believe that you've had to let it go. This energy has something that feels like the past to me. Watching the stars is watching back in time. And this is what you're doing right now. But in the meantime, since you decided to give this up, you've learned how to move on from this. It wasn't your desired outcome, but at some point you said, you know, it is what it is. I'll work this out of my system. Whatever will be, will be. And so you did. Now, obviously, something is about to show up from that old wish, from that previous situation. And it's creating inside of you something beautiful, but also scary at the same time, which is called the rediscovery of hope. Although the name of it sounds beautiful, it can bring a lot of anxiety, because giving up something that you want so badly, surviving it, and finding your strength again after it goes away is a huge task. And right now, with that coming in, you're seeing the possibility to experience again those beautiful moments and the possibility to re-enter a state of mind which is hard to get out from in case this was not to work out once again. Now, this could be someone from the past coming back, or a new person who you're falling in love with and who's falling in love with you, and you're scared of love. You're scared of loving again. Or even a job opportunity, a career move that you really wanted to make, but that back then just didn't work out. We'll see what this is when we clarify, but for now we can already tell that this is going to have a big emotional impact on you, fearing perhaps that this is too good to be true, and leaving the room even before this comes fully in. Keep in mind that this is a sign. This is nothing official yet, but it's going to be strong enough for you to say, hold on, I need some time. I need to think about this, and then I'll let you know if I want to know more. You know, it's almost like when someone is about to tell you the end of a movie that you are watching, you're in the middle of, and you are enjoying a lot. And you start saying, no, stop. I don't want to hear the rest. Stop talking. Don't tell me. I don't want for this to change the way I think this is going to end. I want to stick with my ending. Even if it's not as good as yours, at least I'm familiar with it. No surprises. And so right here, you would rather stick with a not so bright outcome as opposed as to build expectations around a better outcome that it's still not 100% sure. And that could still lead, in fact, to disappointment. So right here, no surprises. I don't want anything new. Let me just believe what I want to believe with the Hierophant, and then I'll figure out when it comes to that, when this energy comes in. The next two cards are Judgment, Eight of Swords, but also this Queen of Swords is starting to really get into Queen of Wands, I apologize. It's starting to really get into the picture. There is something else here that in a way you're running from. And that element is actually a version of yourself, which perhaps in the past believed in things way too easily, believed in things like this way too easily. You want to have more control over the decision of letting someone in your life or even back into your life. With judgment, you're looking back at the things that you would do when you were younger, even just a few months ago. And you're thinking, I have to change that. I need to grow from that and make better decisions. Think long term. And so right here, you're wanting to make decisions not always based on how it feels in the moment. Right here, in a way, you might not trust yourself when you're in love. In previous instances, you might have lost yourself in relationships or situations that were very emotional for you, losing your ability to stand your ground and fight for your values, for your expectations. And something tells me that you're way past that phase, Libra. The fact alone that you're fighting any rushed decision is telling me that you already know how to control this type of events now. You're just not 100% sure, and it's scary to fully open up to something that in the past had such a major impact on you and made you dream a dream that felt so real. And you know, for what we know so far, the journey towards that dream coming true might have never stopped. Perhaps even these delays and failures were just part of the main journey, the main design. And everything you've had to go through was absolutely fundamental for the final attainment of your wish. And so, Libra, don't run away from hope. Don't run away from opportunities. And don't run away from this specific opportunity about to come your way. Don't forget that connections and events are nothing but a mirror placed in front of you. They are triggers for something that is already inside of you. And so if you're running away from this, you're running away from yourself and from your future. And so enough with the general energies. Let's start looking into these events coming up for you in the near future. And let's start clarifying the messages in order to see what the situation is currently about and what's coming towards you, how to best handle it, and how it's going to impact the next 12 months of your life. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Libra, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails to confirm every Monday morning. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Libra. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation, from the end of the year to the beginning of next year and the upcoming events, of course, is the world. And right here, this is the confirmation of what we just said. The fact that you have been on your way towards this star wish, towards this lover's energy all along. And by the way, one more major arcana for you. This is crazy. And what you see right here is that the delays and the failures as well that you have experienced were not the end of the road. Instead, what we see here is that your journey has only begun right now. And so we'll need to see where this is going to take you, especially in the next 12 months. Again, this was a very deep type of message. Like we were saying at the beginning, a deep tissue massage. You might have to look into things that make you feel uncomfortable in the moment, but you know that it's going to be for your own good and it's going to be fundamental in order to reach this final outcome that you have been wanting for so long now. So let's see what this is going to be. First of all, I want to start clarifying this Chariot energy, and I want to see what it's coming your way in the near future. Okay. Oh, Libra, I see why you're running away from this. I see it clearly. But it's very important for you to know something. And what you should know right now is that what is coming your way now, it might